Yeah, boy, said what happened on PC. There's a mass exodus of community contributors. It's basically, so if you put it in blocks of time, um, the first 2 years of the community contributor program, I think it was insanely hard to get into. And those people were actually like a committee, a forum, a focus group. They were listened to. They were kind of partners to Wargaming. And there was no streaming back then, right? So they didn't have a bunch of codes to give away and stuff like that. They made content, they got free ships, and they got doubloons. But they didn't get all the free stuff to give away that people get now. So Little White Mouse is the first domino I saw fall on Friday night, and they had this organized already. They're going to do it as a group. She had a very bad interaction again that moved up their timeline. She resigned Friday night, and she has the most amazing ship reviews. If you go to the World of Warships wiki page and you look on any premium ship page, there's a link to Little White Mouse's forum reviews. They're written reviews. They're outstanding. The level of research, the writing, the graphics. She must put 40 hours into a single one. Crazy amount of work. She was the first to go, and to hear that she was severely mistreated, in her opinion, and I think she's a pretty level-headed person, to see her say that Wargaming had treated her poorly for the last couple years really makes me sad. So she announced she was leaving on Friday night, and then the next domino to fall is what Chalky just mentioned, which was iChase. I have followed iChase for probably 4.5 years. First on the forums and then on YouTube. He has a number of great YouTube videos, not just gameplay, not just talking over the ship sailing around, but again, iChase has a ton of basically stuff that replaces the manual that we don't have on helping people learn the game. And again, just good with his time. He's had a few rows with Wargaming over stuff that he thought was either loot boxy oriented or where they kind of went back on their word. But he had some street cred as one of this initial group of community contributors along with Little White Mouse. So I think that group felt pretty empowered to speak out. He got his hand slapped a few times, but was still in the program as of yesterday. Then he resigned. Jingles resigned. Jingles I used to watch in Tanks days. Honestly, I've seen maybe 2 of his ships videos. That's it. But I watched him a lot in Tanks back in the day, PC Tanks, when I was a big-time PC Tanks player, after console Tanks. And dominoes started to fall. I mean, yesterday morning I watched Chaos Machine that I talk about on stream, my Greek friend. I've gotten to know him a little bit through his Discord, and he's, again, super magnanimous, helpful at this time. Was my first Twitch follow, or second in my first 5. I didn't have to do that. I'm a nobody in the streaming community. I'm not even streaming PC much. But he's just a really, really good guy. He's very emotional, very real person, and he was in tears talking about why he was leaving the program. It's his livelihood, guys. I mean, this is fun for me. I enjoy hanging with you guys. I enjoy making content. This is not my livelihood. I live a charmed life in so many ways. So this for me is a lot of fun. For people like Chaos Machine and other streamers, this is what they're doing for a job. So for him to walk away from the community contributor program and all the free stuff he gets to give away is a really, really, really hard decision. We're kind of riding on the shoulders of some of these community contributors from the standpoint of, again, this player base on PC wouldn't have been nearly as big without some of these early contributors. The game, if it weren't as big on PC, would not have led to Legends. Legends wouldn't exist if PC weren't successful. So I connect the dots between what these people have done for the community and what they've done for the game, and how it's helped me enjoy so much of my time in World of Warships. So I don't take this whole thing lightly, and I feel very bad for those folks who felt slighted enough that they needed to step away from the program. I'm not going to promote anything in a loot box ever. Anything that you can't earn, I'm not ever going to promote it, and I will continue to promote premium time just because if you do enjoy this game, it's a great way to make progress in the game happen faster. And if you play enough, $50 on sale at the holiday time for a year of premium, honestly, for how much I play this game, is nothing. for how much enjoyment I get out of it. So, all in all, it's a sad situation. I kind of put it to where I used to work at this company called Amgen in biotechnology, which is the world's largest biotechnology company. I worked there 14 years. When I joined, it was 2,500 people. When I left the company, it was 30,000. It's a global company and a great place to work. But the sad part about Amgen is when it got bigger and more successful, a lot of people who joined later on in the company's existence were just there to collect the paycheck and to be there at a company that was kind of top of the heap. They didn't care about our patients nearly like the original crew. They didn't care about the mission of the company. They were there to collect a paycheck and punch a clock. And to some degree, I feel like that's probably what's happening at Wargaming. And I think Wargaming has some soul searching to do with regard to this whole thing. I really do. That Orkan still the I see dead people. We stole the close quarters kill. So anywho, I don't have a lot of salt for Wargaming other than I'm really bummed to hear that they treated some people that I respect and have done a lot for this game. Not that they haven't gotten compensation. They have. They've gotten free boats. They've gotten access to go to St. Petersburg or other activities with Wargaming staff. All that stuff that a lot of people never got. Those trips were paid for. But if there's not basic respect between human A and human B, you don't have a lot else to build on. And I think that's the story of this whole Wargaming CC walkout. Is at the end of the day, it wasn't just some ships not getting made. It's a trust and respect thing. So, and rant. And soapbox.